Okay, do that again.
Yeah?
Do that again.
Okay. Will AI steal our jobs? Will our smart homes turn against us? Hope not.
Okay, let's do that again. Sorry.
Hot Sound School presents Content Jefe, the podcast that helps online business owners make better content and more money. Let's Jefe up. Hello, amigo. Welcome to Content Jefe. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Studio Steve.
And in this episode, we're going to be talking or answering the question that you may have at home or at work. And that is, will AI steal your job? It's something that we've been all nervous about, this thing about AI and all these tools that are emerging. If you are in content creation or whatever your industry, I'm sure you have some AI tool that is threatening to take part of your work.
Yeah. And it can be pretty scary. And I think that AI also is sort of a buzzword right now. And we've actually all been living with and using AI tools for a long time now. So we're going to talk a lot about AI this episode. We're going to get into tools that you're probably already using, new tools that you can use.
Yeah. So if you're feeling a little bit anxious about AI, this episode is not going to contribute more to your anxiety or to your fear. This episode is going to empower you with good information.
Yes.
So you can start incorporating these tools into your workflow. So you can start feeling comfortable with these tools and be the pioneer in your team, the pioneer in your company, the pioneer in your industry, the pioneer in what you do, using these tools and teaching other people.
Yes. We've got a lot to cover, so let's jump into this.
So yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So just to tell you about a few examples of AI tools that are already taking over certain tasks or certain jobs. We have Grammarly. I've been using Grammarly the last 2 years. Before Grammarly, we used to call ourselves the bad spelling school. Was it?
The bad spelling school.
The bad spelling school. Because I went to law school, and for some reason, we will always post something on social media. We would post some kind of like grammatical error or misspelling or something on our videos. But with Grammarly, we eliminated that. We eliminated the stress that would be to revise our copy so it wouldn't have any errors. I used to write my things. I used to write my scripts or anything that I would post online and show them to Steven, who has worse grammar than me. So I had no help, but it was a little bit of help.
Yes.
So you may be using Grammarly already. So there you go. You don't have to be nervous about AI. Another AI tool we use a lot in our business is Canva.
Yes.
Steven is the Canva person here in our business because he's been trained in graphic design.
Yeah.
And Canva for us have been a game changer.
Yeah, Canva is really incredible. And it's interesting to think of it as an AI, but it absolutely is.
It is an AI because it has pre-made templates for everything from social media and business cards, and they create this AI. The AI creates the templates so people can change and alter to adapt to whatever they're creating. So that's the AI part of Canva.
Yeah, and they're continuing even more with that. Another AI part is the background remover. That's complete. That's totally AI.
Yeah.
And they have the background remover for photos and videos. Also, a lot of the photo filters and things they have analyze the photos in ways that are totally different than what you would think of in terms of, it's just artificial intelligence is what it is. But are we going to get into what classifies something as being artificial intelligence?
No, but now that we are talking about that, I should have.
Oh,
We should have done that. But I think AI technology is capable of gathering a lot of user data.
Yeah.
And come up with new templates, come up with new scripts, and mix match. And there's a lot of AI people, like AI nerds, that are going to be like, what is she saying? She doesn't know. Well, I do. So take it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
They look at models, they look at users' data, and then they compile that, and then they create new templates and new inputs.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another tool that you may be familiar with because it's being talked about a lot on social media, and YouTube is plagued. We have videos about this tool that we just posted, and that is ChatGPT, and it's a language model that can generate human-like responses to text-based inputs. It's a tool that can be used for a variety of purposes, from writing assistants to chatbots, even generating news articles. We've been using it to create our scripts for our videos on YouTube. We've been using it for all sorts of things, for ideation.
Yeah, we used it to outline these last batch of episodes. It's really, really game-changing in terms of a research tool. And when you can use it in conjunction with other tools to even superpower it even more. I think that ChatGPT and these chatbots and Jasper are some of the AI tools that are now really blowing people's minds so much in terms of where this is going. And they call this whole AI thing, they say that we're at the exponential elbow of, so now that all of a sudden it's like, yeah, it seems like AI has been around for a while, but now it's just going to explode. Chances are, even by the time this episode gets edited and you're listening to it, things are going to change, and there's probably going to even be a new tool because we're in that sort of elbow growth of the terms of all the different ways we can use this. And like, if you look at ChatGPT, for example, there's already a whole giant list of Chrome extensions that now work with ChatGPT to make ChatGPT even more powerful.
Yeah.
People are now like, Zapier now integrates with ChatGPT, which means you can now use these chatbots, these conversational language robots, to sort of respond to people in real time, to generate content for you after it's been triggered by certain prompts. It's all about like prompt engineering now, and how you can ask these big language model has access to all of this data.
Yeah.
And all of the things that ChatGPT, all of the future that it promises, and all of the ways that people think that it's going to grow is very crazy. We're definitely at this, like, it's crazy.
It's not perfect yet. We've been using it, and we've seen like certain things that are not like fine-tuned yet, but it's pretty powerful. And that's the main reason for you to wonder, like, is this going to destroy my copywriting business?
Yeah.
Is this going to make me lose clients? And we're going to address that in a minute. Because even though these AI tools are like wickedly fun to use, and the things that they do are like mind blowing, that human aspect, that creativity, that thing that AI can't replicate is still in us, and we still have to put into our projects so they look human, right?
Yeah.
Another tool that we've been using, and that you may be using, that is AI, is Descript.
Yes.
And Descript is an AI-powered audio and video editing tool that can transcribe, edit, and produce audio and video content. We've used Descript a lot.
Yes.
We've made videos about Descript. We teach Descript.
Yeah.
And it's been like a mind-blowing the things that you can do with Descript.
It's really crazy. What Descript is really pushing, and the future of Descript is all about video editing, which is really incredible, to be able to edit video like you can a Word document as well too. Yeah, and then just that voice recognition element to it, that is very much AI that we've all been dealing with and having for a long time now. We talk text messages into our phones. All of that stuff. I think I actually
and it's getting better now. The other day I tried to do that because I have an accent, and I've been trying to use the technology for many years unsuccessfully, because I try to say something and it would transcribe it into something else. Like that's not even what I said. Like,
and actually, So,
but lately I've been very, very pleased with how the technology has improved, that is able to pick up my accent even.
Yeah. And it's still not perfect because everybody has so many different accents and everything else. But now on top of that, if you haven't checked it out, there is also these voice emulators. We did a video about Descript overdub, where we actually generated our own AI robot that is the voice of Veronica and me, which was pretty cool and can be very useful if you're editing the same voice every week, because then you could actually just type in the word that maybe you messed up on camera or in your episode, and your overdub version of you will say it. Really cool. And that technology's getting so much more impressive. I'm sure you've seen the deep fake videos of Tom Cruise. And that shows you just how impressive that stuff's getting. I did Google what artificial intelligence is.
Thank you.
And basically it just refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines.
Simulation, yeah.
So it's just something, it's like that machines are matching human intelligence, basically.
And behavior,
right?
yeah.
So they're exhibiting the traits that are associated. That's what we mean. It's artificial intelligence, right?
Let us know in the comments, or let us know wherever you are listening or watching this episode, if you are already using these tools. Are they effective? Are they making you save time in your workflow? You don't like them? We're curious to know what you think about these AI tools.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you are new to this AI technology, we have videos about the script. We have videos about ChatGPT that we just released.
We have like 3 videos.
3 videos about ChatGPT on our channel, Pat Sound School. We're going to link our channel there, or those videos here.
We actually have a playlist. We'll link to this
and start getting familiar with ChatGPT with us.
Yes.
How cool is that? Hey, I'm interrupting the episode for a little announcement. You know you have to create content to attract more prospects online, but the whole thing seems daunting and too much to figure it out on your own. Which social media platform should I choose? Should I start making videos for IG Reels, TikTok, or YouTube? What skills do I need to learn? What equipment do I need? Or maybe you're considering starting a podcast for your business. And if any of that's the case, we want to invite you to sign up for the waitlist for Smart and Simple Podcasting. It's our first coaching program where we, the Pat Sound School, will be teaching you how to create and launch a professional podcast from scratch. Content marketing, so your content is a lead generation machine for your business, and different ways to maximize every time you record so you can create micro pieces of content that will go on different social media platforms. We'll be holding your hand through the whole process, meeting weekly with you, making sure that you're not getting left behind. We'll be teaching students and clients about podcast and video production and marketing for 4 years. Our approach to teaching is straightforward, innovative, and fun. So hurry up and go to podcastingsmart.com/waitlist to sign up, or find the link in the description of this episode. Stop working so hard on your content. Make your content work for you. Now back to the episode. Let's move on to point number 2, which is the examples of jobs that are being replaced by AI already. And those are, so I selected specifically content creation and the things that have to do with online content creation and running a business online. And the jobs that are being replaced, some jobs that are being replaced by AI in content creation specifically by Copy AI, Jasper, or ChatGPT. Are those who are related to writing copy, because they can generate headlines, they can write add copy, they can even write entire articles. And while these tools can be very powerful, as we already said, it can speed up the process of creating content. They may also decrease the demand in human writing certain copy.
Yeah.
Like, for example, captions for Instagram, like things like that are repetitive, that don't take a lot of thinking or a lot of creativity or a lot of reasoning, then those are being replaced by AI.
Yeah, and I think really when you really think about it, it's you still need a human to use these AI tools. So what's really kind of happening is you have to become more specialized to compete. And now I believe, my prediction is that content writers or copywriters are going to now promote on their bios and in their portfolios that they actually use these tools, that they're prompt engineers and that they use ChatGPT with Jasper. That would be something to say right now. That people would be like, oh, good, because I know that you can be really efficient. So now people are just going to expect that copy doesn't take you as long to write. So it may not actually destroy those jobs. Oh, we're going to get to that point? Okay.
Yeah. Another job that is being replaced by AI is social media management. Because there are tools like Hotsuite and Sprout Social.
Hootsuite.
What did I say?
It is a hot suite, though. I'm pretty sure it's Hootsuite.
No, it's HOOT.
Yeah, Hootsuite.
Hootsuite.
because it's an owl. Hoot, hoot. They have the
Hootsuite
owl.
and Sprout Social. They use AI to help schedule and optimize social media posts, and they can analyze engagement data to suggest improvements to a company's social media strategy, reducing the need for human social media managers.
Ooh, yeah.
Another one is SEO optimization. SEO optimization involves optimizing websites, content, and structure to improve how websites rank on search engines.
Yeah.
And AI-powered tools like BrightEdge and Market Muse can analyze search data and suggest changes to improve a website's SEO, reducing the need for a human SEO specialist.
Yeah.
So those are the jobs that are being replaced by AI that I found in my research.
Within our niche and industry, because there's a lot of other
within
ones.
our industry. Yep. So there's this fear and anxiety that we all had, kind of like when back in 2020, like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? This is just like, it seems like every day like something big, some advancement happens in the area of AI. And it's understandable to be anxious and worry about whether...
And to feel like you're missing the boat.
Yeah. Or whether you're going to lose your job, or you're going to lose clients.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have to reduce your prices. I've heard people being concerned about that. Like, now, am I supposed to charge less for the work that I do because I'm using all these tools? But so far, what we've seen is that even though these AI tools are pretty cool, they do not, like I said, they do not replace the critical thinking and creativity that a human can do and that a machine cannot. For example, a freelancer or somebody who works for a company, like, your job has more to do with your output. And I see that, and the people that we hired, we don't care if they use AI. What we care is about the output in the projects that we give them, that they're good quality and that they turn in on time, and that we are getting good return in our investment. We don't care that our social media manager uses AI. We just care that she's posting our things on time, and that she is communicating and engaging in our social media accounts, and that she is adapting, and that she's growing and utilizing all these tools. I think that's pretty cool. And that's a way for you to see that you don't need to hide from your clients that you're using AI tools. This should be something that you should be bragging about, in my opinion.
And especially be bragging about the whole idea. Start calling yourself a prompt engineer. That's another buzzword. And it's amazing, and learn what that is and actually get good at it. Because if you do, you'll be amazing. You'll be amazed at what you can do, because AI is never going to be able to... Well, not never. AI is going to have a hard time, at least as it comes, like out of the box, like ChatGPT, for example, isn't going to know about a brand, isn't going to know about the real subtleties and intricacies that really make up the language that you speak at your company. It's going to require the discernment and the judgment and the creativity of your person to make those calls. So when ChatGPT, or I call it Chappy because I can't pronounce it, when Chappy gives you a response and it's this perfectly written blog article for you, you're going to need somebody to look at that response, to take it and put it probably into Jasper instead of Chappy, so that...
And add your brand's
voice to it, and use some other tools with it to expand on it, and also make it so that it's not going to come up in the AI detectors, because that may or may not, we don't know where that's going yet, but there could be a potential of SEO problems if too much of your content is obviously generated by AI. So you need to there's workarounds that people need to know. And as the person who's going to hire the person who's hiring these jobs that we're speaking about, like Veronica just said, it doesn't matter to them. What matters to them is the output, is what you do.
It's the output. Yeah. And you yourself as a business owner, if you're a freelancer who works with online business owners, if you work by project, the reason why we're finding talent is because we don't have the time to sit down and learn and be a prompt engineer for ChatGPT. We just don't have the time.
Chappy with Jasper, with 5 other Google Chrome extensions. and
we don't have the
syncing
time.
it up to Zapier and building those systems.
That's when you jump on this opportunity and you learn that and you
become an expert in
customize
that.
your packages and you customize your offer and you throw there that you are an expert on AI. And instead of reducing your prices, you just raise your prices.
You raise your prices because now you're also a prompt engineer. So actually, exactly, it's how you look at it. No, actually, now I'm a specialist in this new buzzword that everybody's talking about. So now I can actually raise my prices and just adapt to it. Like that's what you need to do. Like Zapier is a perfect example of that. They immediately implemented and as fast as they could. Now they work with Chappy, which means they're gonna, be able to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
do. And there's a lot of people who are very resistant to use AI. They're apprehensive. We've gotten a few nasty comments on our videos. The AI is stupid and all that stuff. But what it has done for me, I can tell you from my experience, it has helped me to fall back in love with writing. It has taken the anxiety out of the equation, the stress out of the equation, and now I look forward to sit down with my AI tools and start creating. And it becomes this conversation, this back and forth, this piecing together, this fun thing that I do. And sometimes I think, well, it may not right now because I'm learning and I'm new at it. I'm not saving a lot of time, but what I'm gonna get eventually, I'm gonna get faster. And also is making my job more fun. So I would encourage you to try these tools. So now we move to the potential positive effects, which I think that we've been talking about already, is that there's the potential of create like many new opportunities and improve efficiency in many industries.
Yeah. So here with what you just tapped on, I think you hit on something really big. And I want to also go back and talk about a non-related experience that you were sharing with me today. You were looking back at the past, remembering your corporate job, and you went to the bank today because you had to go there. And when you went to the bank, there's this kid sitting there working at the bank, and you just wanted to relieve him of his shift because the anxiety that you felt remembering on a Thursday afternoon and you still had 6 hours to be at work, how bad that was, right? And a lot of the job that he's doing eventually, that kind of transactional sort of, banking and data being transferred really is why he's there. That's going to be eliminated. And when you talk about how now work is fun for you again, for me, it's because the fun stuff is that higher thinking, is that inspirational, creative juice of what it is to be a human. The non-fun stuff is the tedious stuff, the searching. You remember when is anybody listening to this old enough to remember a dictionary, like a real dictionary? Like, I feel like that's crazy. Yeah, or an encyclopedia. We used to have to actually look up the dictionary. You had to flip it to the W page.
In my time, you can guess how old I am. I had to go to the library. Like I didn't have a computer. I didn't own a computer. The computers were at the library, and they were like, "What is it? OS? What is it? EOS? OS?
DOS?
The DOS, the black and white.
Oh, the DOS computers with the DOS prompts?
Yes.
Oh boy. That's old school. And the dial-up internet connection. I mean, here we go.
No.
Yes.
No. Like no.
So basically,
you guys have it good.
These advancements, it's fun it's good that there's like this fear and this about it. But I honestly, I don't know. You could get into whether AI is going to take over the world or whether AI is going to be the death of humanity. And there are a lot of people who have very successful episodes and videos here on YouTube that are talking all about that, that doom and gloom. But then on the other side of things, you also see people talking about how actually it could be the evolution of humanity. And now we can get to the point where we're all doing more jobs, spending our work day doing stuff that lights us up, not the tedious work, not the meaningless work that we can't derive any meaning from. Now all of our efforts can just be creative and fun and higher level efforts.
Yeah, and we have proof that we can adapt to new technologies. I imagine the graphic designers when Canva came about. Yeah. And now there are experts in Canva. like even if you have training graphic designing, like you have to learn Canva.
Yeah.
And how to navigate Canva.
And how to make it efficient.
And how to make it efficient.
And what it can do. And you still need that creative sense. You still need that that thing. Like not everybody can just hop into Canva and enjoy it and understand how it works and be good at it. You still want a graphic designer and their specialist to be, and their specialties and their eyes and the way they see color and all that to be incorporated into your designs, So.
Yeah. Another positive effect is that by using AI to automate routine tasks like data entry and social media management, people can free up time to focus on more creative, like you just said, more creative and complex tasks that require human ingenuity and problem-solving skills.
Yes.
And with this, we just came to the end of the episode.
That's wonderful.
You have something else to do?
No. I think that basically that's all I have to say about it is not only is AI not going to steal your job, but it's actually going to make your job funner, like it has done for Veronica, especially if you're in our industry, and it'll actually provide you with more opportunities. And I know that I just have been lit up and I have just fallen in love so much with ChatGPT, more so than I have with any piece of...
Or his wife.
Any software, yeah, or even my wife and my kids. I mean, they're just now at a lower level. It's Chappie up here, and then my wife and kids down here now. And if Chappie gets taken away from me at this point, and maybe you feel that way too, because for me, I just feel like this is too good to be true. This can't last forever. It's going to be taken away from me because it feels so right. It feels so right to have access to that kind of knowledge. And like I was mentioning earlier, there are a lot of speculation and rumors about what's going to happen with the next update of ChatGPT. Right now, it's on the language model, the GPT 3.0, I believe, and it's going to go to 4.0. And when it does that, things very well may. That's where people are like, okay, yeah, AI is going to completely...
So to summarize this episode, AI is not new. Chances are that you're already using AI tools at your work and you're already experiencing how easy your work has gotten because of these tools. Find opportunities to learn and get familiar with AI so you can use it into your work and also can train others about how to use AI in their work. And don't be afraid to experiment with different AI-powered tools and find the ones that work best for you.
Yes, and if you need a little training, if you want to get up and going, stop by our YouTube channel at Pod Sound School. Like Veronica mentioned earlier, we'll leave a playlist where you can find our AI videos just by that one click. Follow us on social media at Pod Sound School, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all at Pod Sound School. This is a video and audio podcast available as a video podcast on Spotify and YouTube, audio podcast everywhere else you listen.
Also, make sure you follow us on social media at Pod Sound School.
I just said all that. I said Instagram.
Oh my gosh,
I said
I don't pay attention. You did?
I said all of them. In detail.
Well, that's my job.
Well, I know. I thought I would do it this time.
Okay, I was...
The zoning out. That's what happens when you work with the same person for so long. That's why she needs Chappie.
La pendeja.
And until next time.
Hasta la vista, jefe. Ooh.